When I finished my training in residency, I went straight to doing fellowship. There was no break, and by the time I was done with fellowship, I realized I pretty much didn't have anything to compare the jobs I was seeing with, because I hadn't any previous job experience. And so, but I knew that I wanted to be in a small slash medium sized private practice, and I had narrowed it down to 2 states, Texas being one of them. So when I found the job that I eventually joined, the practice that I joined, I was convinced that that was my dream job. I went down, moved from North Carolina, moved down to Texas. But a few years into the practice, I became curious about the practice of medicine. I realized that medicine was bigger than the stage that we performed on. I realized that there was the backstage, there was the off stage, that was very critical to what we did on the stage where we performed every day as clinicians. So I at that point, that piqued my curiosity. And that was when I became curious about RPA. I came across RPA and I applied for the RPA's Early Career Physicians Fellowship. And during the course of that experience, of my training, I was able to interact with nephrologists, individuals who were very experienced in every aspect of medicine, right, beyond the stage. And, the sessions exposed me to, the business of medicine, the advocacy that gets, to play out, for what we do as physicians every day, right? The collaborative aspect of medicine that allows physicians to continue to thrive in their communities, and of course the actual practice of medicine, which would include the evidence-based medicine that we all practice. And so that was a well-rounded experience. I came out from that training with more understanding, right? The knowledge gap was filled. It was clear to me that I had missed the class in medicine, the medical school, where they talked about how to run a practice, but I had filled the gap, and it was more similar to the Plato's allegory of the cave. So by the time I was done with the training, it was up to me what my next course of action would be. At that point in time, I decided to leave my group practice at the time to start my own practice, because I wanted to have control over some things that I wanted to see done differently, a little bit differently. So that was when I made the move to transition from my role in the group practice to opening my own practice. And the RPA played a huge role there.